It's been a few days after last R125 video. I've had some time to take a look at some stuff, so let's take a look together. As you can see, it's still pretty sandy. Grass has just been planted, but I cannot step on it, so we're going to have to make a detour. Gotta stick to the sides. Alright, here it is. So as I mentioned, that doesn't do anything. That's because the battery was completely broken. It was completely dead. So I took the battery out already, which you will see in next R125 video. But yeah, normally here is the battery that's not in there. I already took it out. I tried to charge it. It's completely dead. That's something you guys will see in the next video. I saw that this panel just popped out. I don't know if it's broken anywhere. It's missing a few like screws and stuff. I think because the screws were not in it and the fender was able to pop out, it caused it to not crack, just pop out. I think if it was being held down by screws, it would have just cracked because it had nowhere to go. So I think that kind of saved us here. There's a crack in the windshield, completely through it, going from one side to the other. I don't know if you guys can really see it. It's a little bit dark in here. But yeah, it's completely gone through. There are no mirrors on this bike. It has like, I don't know, 20,000 kilometers on it, which, I mean, it's I've seen higher R125s. It's missing a lot of screws. This side also has no screws anywhere. Underneath here, holding the tank down, there's nothing. There's one screw right here holding it down. There's no screws in these panels. I don't know if there are any on the bottom. On the bottom there are a few screws. You can see right here, right there. So that's good. What else did I notice? Oh yeah, right here, like under here, it's difficult to see, but in this hole, like if you look down and back into it, and I don't think you guys will see. Oh yeah, you can. You see that connector right there? That's supposed to connect to the ECU, so there's no ECU in this bike. Yeah, which, well, I mean, which is a problem, because then this bike will never start because it needs the ECU. So that's a big part that's missing. Clutch feels horrible. Like right up, this does nothing, and then this is like really weak. It's like horrible. It needs adjusting. It's loose, not a big deal. Brake does feel pretty good. Throttle feels good. All the buttons seem to be pretty good. I don't doubt that the electrical system is fucked up. I bet it's just a battery and then everything will work electrical wise. I mean, if the ECU is in there. So those are the first things I noticed that were wrong with this bike, as well as the shifter not wanting to go into first. That's second, third, fourth, fifth, and then sixth. But I think it doesn't want to go into first. Either this is neutral and this is first, or it doesn't want to go in first. Let me check real quick. Holding the bike up. Okay, now it's in neutral. I can push it around with no clutch. And then pull in the clutch. Okay, that didn't seem to do anything because I can still move the bike around, which means it does not want to go into first gear, but it does go into like all the other gears. So that's something that I need to look at. Chain seems good. I haven't been under these fairings yet, but the previous owner told me the distribution chain has to be fixed because it's on wrong, I mean. Yeah, you cannot really see much with these fairings on. I'm going to do that in the next video as well. But yeah, the distribution chain needs to be put on correctly. And right now there's a 150cc kit on it that has to come off because I'm going to put the standard cylinder back on it. I have it already laying inside, I'll show you. But that's because I'm going to put a standard ECU in this. I don't have anything to control the fueling, so the 150cc kit will not work. So I'm going to try and put the 125 cylinder back onto it to get it running, and then I'll see what I'll do with the rest. With the 150 kit, probably just end up selling it. Because the distribution chain was put on wrong, there might have been some fuckery in the engine. Worst case scenario, I think it will just be some bent valves. But I mean, I don't think it's going to be bad. So I don't think it caused any real damage inside of the engine. The oil looked good. I took a look at the oil. It doesn't look bad. It looks good. The brake still feels solid. Worst case scenario, the engine is junk. Which, I mean, I don't care. This bike can literally be a pile of junk. I bought it for 265 euros. I can sell this exhaust for 400, so there's profit to be made no matter what happens to the bike. So I'm not digging myself into a hole. I mean, there are plenty of good parts on here that I can just strip off and sell for profit. So if the electrical system is junk, if the engine is junk, I didn't dig myself into a hole. If the engine is junk, I can always do an engine swap, sell the exhaust, make something custom that fits, you know, anything. But if the engine works, I'm going to keep it in there because there's no reason to get rid of a perfectly good engine. But now you guys know all of the stuff that's wrong with this bike. I mean, all the stuff that I found. I mean, for all I know, I put a battery in there and it still doesn't work, so that's gonna be a problem then. But let's run over the parts. I did it quickly in the last video, but now I have some more time. I've took a look at it. I want to take another look at it with you guys. So, good Pirelli tires, way better than the stock Michelins. Still got plenty of meat on them, which is great. Full system carbon Akrapovic, which if I sell it, I already have a profit, so that's good. Fender eliminator kit. A rear light with integrated turn signals. I'm going to probably rip that off and put it on my bike. Then we have some flush mounted indicators, which I will probably also rip off and put on my bike. Aftermarket levers, an aftermarket windscreen, which is cracked, so I don't really count that. It has some aftermarket LEDs in here. It has a K&N air filter. I saw the K&N stickers. I didn't know if it was just for show, but I took a look into the airbox and it was a K&N air filter, which is great because they also go for like 75 euros and it looked in like new condition. I know the previous owner and I know he bought the K&N filter like a month before he put this bike away and got his Kawasaki, so the air filter is pretty much not used. There's a foam mount on there, which I already promised to a friend. There's a bunch of stickers on there like Eat, Sleep, Yamaha, Akrapovic sticker, skull, some promotional stuff for a place he worked, K&N, Too Loud Too Bad, which is a lie because this exhaust is not as loud as mine. The I Love Sushi sticker, which is a really good one. He has some Pirelli stickers on the rims. What else does he have sticker wise? Another skull up here. It's a tank pad from Yamaha. Warning: if you value your life as much as I value this motorcycle, don't fuck with it. And then another I Love Sushi, and the same here, except this is a Yamaha team sticker. So yeah, those are all of the mods that are on it and all of the stuff that's wrong with it. that I can see. I mean, all of the mods are worth more than what I paid for this, so I don't mind if anything is like seriously broken on this. I make profit either way. It will cut my profit into half. No, probably even. I mean, if it doesn't work, it will reduce my profit quite a lot, but I mean, profit is profit, and I mean, you know, I'll take it. So next video I will start to dig into it. I already took out the battery, tried to charge it, it's junk, I'm going to get a new one. I'm going to put mine into it just as a test to see if the electrical system is working, but I first need to get the ECU, so I'm going to message the previous owner and see if he can find it. If he finds it, that would be awesome, because I think a new ECU is somewhere around like 300 euros, which would suck. If he cannot find the ECU, then I'm just going to get a fancy aftermarket one, not the standard one, just like one I can actually manage the fuel, so I can keep the 150cc kit on it. But if he can find it, that's 300 bucks that I save. So then I'm going to take off the cylinder, because, you know, I'm a student, I'm broke, I cannot do most of the stuff I really want to do. I would love to keep that 150cc cylinder on there, but right now I just cannot afford it. So yeah, I'm going to probably rip off a few parts for my bike, because, you know, why not? But yeah, I will keep you guys updated. Next video I'm going to take off most of the fairings, take a look at the engine, try and get the ECU in there, the battery in there, see if the electrical system is working. Next video, that's going to be my main priority, just getting the electrical system working, hopefully without any hassle, just putting a battery and the ECU in there. And I will be taking off panels to just take a quick look already at the engine, and then I'll see when I have some time to like really get the engine out of there and start digging into it, because exams are coming up, it's that time of year again. So I will keep you guys updated. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you guys now have kind of an idea what's wrong with it and what parts are on it, and, you know, the whole stuff, because I got a lot of questions in last video saying like, oh my god, he gave you a really good deal. And that's true, it's a really good deal nonetheless, but it's a risk, because, you know, the gearbox won't go into first gear. I have no clue in what condition the electrical system is, or if there's anything fucked with the engine. So it's kind of a gamble, but I think we'll be alright. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye. God damn it, my shed is starting to fall apart.